A lot of people are really uncomfortable to talk about this, but the conditions and the shame that small little children feel, especially, a lot of Muslim kids, they feel, girls, a lot of them as well, that sits in their body forever. Like it doesn't go away. So you might experience this yourself. Like, let's say you grew up in fear, or that, fear of like being constantly watched, right? All the time, that, oh, now the angels, they're writing this about you, or whatever, right? You might feel of you have undermined your own voice. You might feel sort of a tightness in your throat, right? It's as though that you want to speak, you want to say something, but you can't. Whenever I was like, oh yeah, be quiet, da, 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 it's as though you want to say something, but you can't, right? Or let's assume that you were, there was a lot of shame. Maybe there's shame around your body. That might actually develop into something where you feel that in your chest, right? It feels in your chest where you're trying to actually breathe, but you can't, right? You have shallow breath, and you might think, oh, this is normal. This is just how I am. Darling, that's not how you are. That's trauma. That is trauma. Do you understand? Even if you've had desires before, right? If you've actually had desires where you felt, guilty for having those desires, that might become conditions like vaginismus, or you might feel different, sensations in that pelvis area, right? It might be numb. You might be disconnected. Might even just feel pain, and you might just think, oh, this is just, it's just medical, but it's not, right? It's all of that shame and that guilt that lives in your body. And I think it's really important. It's something I'm realizing too, because I didn't believe in all that trauma stuff, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what is that trauma? But I'm telling you, man, hey, until you don't release it, you can talk about it as much as you want, but it sits in your nervous system and it sits in your fashion. If you until you do not release it and go that deep so you can release it, it's gonna stay there forever.